Okay, you're 8. Hello. As promised, the video solution to the cars database task we were doing in class the other day. Most of you finished it, so I'm going to go quite quickly. Hopefully you can just remember anything you might have missed. So first things first, you're going to prepare some reports to the car company, your whatever company the exam asks you to do, using suitable database package. Import the file. Database package, you should automatically tell you that you need to be using Microsoft Access, which is what I've got open here. And cars.csv, the fact it's a CSV means that it's going to look like an Excel file, but CSV means that it's actually a text file. It's a sneaky secret text file. So just be aware of that. We're going to create a blank database, and you're going to get rid of table 1 because it smells and no one likes it. And then we're going to import some external data, the text file, and in your car database you have a file called cars. You can open that. Pardon me. That's okay. So when you import the first box, you always leave blank. You just don't touch it. You just click next. It's always correct. Second box, you must always check the first row contains field names, and that has, when you check this, it gives all your fields field names. When you uncheck it, it doesn't, and it messes with all the data types and everything gets confused. So make sure you tick that box. Third menu, you can just click next. It doesn't matter. Fourth menu is the primary keys, and R1 doesn't specifically mention there's a primary key, but when you have something unique, like the car ID for example, you probably want to make that a primary key. So in this case, car ID, next. We can just click finish, and that is our cars table imported complete. We can view that in design view and make sure data types match what it asks. So it's a number, text, price should be a currency, not color. Color should be text, price should be a currency, the year should be a number, and date sold should be a date and time. So once we've done that, we can close it and save it. Sorry, we then want to go back into this because we're going to add some validation rules. So you didn't actually need to close it. So the first validation is we want to make sure that they can only enter these things into the database. So we can copy and paste and put enter a validation. That looks good, but Microsoft Access doesn't understand English. So it won't understand commas, even though it makes sense to us. So we've got to say it's either an Audi or a BMW or a Ford or a Jaguar or a Mercedes or a Toyota or a VW. And our validation text is a message for humans, so we can do that. And you can just type value must be one of these things. That's that one done. Next one, we want a lookup containing black, blue, green, blah 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 blah. For the color, if you forget how to do a lookup, you would get away with doing exactly the same as this. But if you can remember how to do a lookup, it's worth a few points. So in here, lookup wizard is the data type, and that lets you make lookups easily. Click on that, and we type in the values that we want. The values we want are as follows. Sorry. Oh, it helps if you select it. Black, blue, green, grey, purple, red, silver, white, and also yellow. Click on next and limit to list to make sure they can only pick those colors, and finish. Year also needs to be validated, and all cars should be made between 1992 and 2017. Two ways you can do this. You can either write between 1992 to 2017, or I prefer to do greater than or equal to 1992, so you definitely include that year, and less than or equal to 2017. your validation text is value must be between 1892 and 2017. And there you go, that's all the validation done. So we can save this, save it, and that's that. By double clicking on cars, we can access it in Datasheet view, which is where we then add new records. So we need to add 121. It's a VW, it's a Golf, not gold, a Golf. It costs 15,995. It is black. It was made in 2009. 121 VW Golf GTI, the Golf GTI, which is 25,995, and it is red, not purple. Oh, silly mistake. Red, and it's 2008. And it was sold on 01/10/2009. Finally, we have an typo. Finally, we have an Audi. It's 123. Audi. It's an A4. Made then. No, it costs that much. Sorry. Silver. It was made in 2010, and it's not yet been sold. We can save that with the new data. Second last step, we want to create a query. It says to create a report, but you will always create a query when it asks you to create a report, and then use your report to make a query. So we want to create query design for our cars. So we want to see what we have to include. So we need to include the make, the model, and the price. We want cars that are less than £19,000. And that's all we actually have to add in the query stage. So we can run that and you'll see all the cars in that price range. We can then close and save, and it's called cars under 19,000, which you can see here. Okay. So we can use this information to create a report using the report wizard. We can add everything. Next, we have to group it by make. Next, there's no sorting, so we can skip this. It's stepped, it's portrait, so that's fine. And we can modify. So ask you to take this font and change it into a blue Arial font. And also to add a car taken from the World Wide Web. That just means to Google it. So earlier on today I got a picture of a car. So I will just insert that. With Access, you need to make sure that you have saved your files. You can't just copy and paste off the internet like you can with some programs. There's our car. I can save this report, and that's it. And view it, and there we go. All the cars in that price range. Beautiful. Right, finally, we're going to create a form. So you can just automatically generate one. And the information we need in our form. Wrong one. Information in the form, you have to have all the fields, which we do. You have to explain any validation. So in here, you might want to, sorry, I need to ungroup all this first. You can go layout, layout. So make has validation in it. So you want to add text explaining your validation rules. So down here, add a label that says, oh sorry, making a text box there. I'll add a new label. We'll add a new label that says make must be Copy and paste that again. So it's going to start grouping stuff. Also, color. Oh, please select color from the list. And then, finally, year was also validated. We put in a label that says, oh, sorry, year must be between, I've forgotten what I said, 1992 to 2017, 2017. Oh, and we want to ungroup this, put that there, and that explains all our validation. The other thing you might not be sure about is, oh, wrong one again, sorry, is the buttons, navigation buttons. In your forms, you generally want to have 5 buttons. You want to have go to first, which we can lay out. You want to have previous. Oh, you want to have, oh, why is that selected? Never mind. Just in design view, it'll be easier. Sorry, I'm making a mess of this. Okay, you want to add a button for go to last record. And another button for go to previous record. No, we don't, we've got that one. Go to next record, sorry. Finish. Like that. And finally, you want to add a new record and add a new record. And finish. And that's the middle one. If you've got time left over in your exam, you'd probably want to make this look a bit nicer by changing the fonts and the styles and things, just so it looks a bit more professional. But you can spend a long time on that, and I don't want to make you sit and watch as I decorate this. So that's everything you need. That's all the skills you will need for the exam. So if you can do, oh, not that one. If you can do all of this, you will be absolutely fine on the exam. So thank you very much for watching, and good luck.